changed over time. Every single matchup has changed over time. And there's always this new optimum that kind of comes up. There's Jangbi pushing forward. He's seen Bisu's front door, and he probably wants to start knocking on it. He's gonna bring his shuttle with his group of units, and Bisu might be unlucky if he, gets that shuttle caught here. Like I was saying, oh, Bisu runs. He takes a bunch of damage though on the shuttle. He's forced to drop. He's gonna drop the Reaver here. Jangbi's dropped his Reaver. Bisu and Jangbi exchanging shots in the middle. I can't say who's ahead. Bisu though does have more damage on his shuttle. Jangbi looks like he's actually. No, he's not winning this battle. It's very close. Bisu and Jangbi both exchanging shots, but both missing as both pick up their Reavers. And Bisu ahead by 1 Dragoon at the end of that battle. Both of them have 1 Reaver, 1 shuttle, and Bisu has 1 Dragoon. That was a very close battle there. Both microed as well as pretty much they could have. Very nice work. And we're gonna be seeing how this follows up here. Jangbi and Bisu both with their slow shuttles. There's Bisu approaching Jangbi's base, going to get spotted by the pylon. But now Jangbi does not have much in the way of Dragoons. But no, Bisu runs away. I guess his shuttle is just too damaged. He does not want to risk, going in and losing it. He doesn't want to play a Stork either, where he Stork really loves the the fast Reaver drop. I think it's such an awesome move, by the way, the Kamikaze Reaver drop, and he's just so good with it. But Bisu doesn't play like that. I guess he doesn't like it. Jangbi gonna bring a couple of units out front. Bisu with his observer and his expansion, of course. Jangbi not expanding just yet, but I bet you're gonna see an expansion. Actually, I see a little purple dot as it's natural, and with the way these players are mirroring each other, it's probably just gonna be a little bit of time before Jangbi decides to do that. He's pushing forward here into the dark, but we'll see what he does. Maybe he's going to take a couple pot shots. That is not going to be a front he can attack, though. Oh, but I see what he's doing. He's going to try to get a drop in the back, and then when Bisu goes back to deal with it, he's going to have his forces attack, but that's not going to work. Bisu totally prepared with 3 Dragoons. So Jangbi also taking some damage with his shuttle. Not a huge deal, though. Both players are completely balanced right now, as much as a game can be, with some action at the 10th minute. And Jangbi, as expected, has also taken the time to expand. Once again, we're reaching another sort of equilibrium here, where neither player has enough really to harass and also attack at the same time. Once they get enough, that's probably what's going to happen. Or we might see a switching of tech before that happens. You never know. Anyway, Jangbi is going to look like he's going to actually try to push up here against Bisu, getting a free shot there. But really, that is not going to do too much, although it's going to keep Bisu on his toes. Basically, Jangbi definitely wants to try to catch 1 or 2 Dragoons. That could give him a small lead. That could lead to something significant, especially because Bisu has a lot of his forces in the back of his base there. I think perhaps too many. He should maybe just keep 3 there, and he's going to bring the rest now up front. Jangbi also just circling the middle. Map control in Protoss versus Protoss is not nearly as important as it is in some other matchups. It is a very fluid kind of game, and it's not like when you're facing a Terran and it's impossible to dislodge your opponent from the middle. Protoss versus Protoss is generally running battles here. So Jangbi, my point is Jangbi doesn't really have that much of an advantage, especially on a flat map like this, from getting into in front of Bisu's base. Jangbi now retreating a little bit. Bisu going to push up, and it's all about positioning in the middle of a battle. And looks like Jangbi has slightly better positioning there. He gets off 2 pot shots and runs away. So Bisu right now trying to take the left side, and really I think probably in the long run this is going to benefit Bisu, because I've seen just better large army control and sense coming from Bisu in his PvPs. Jangbi is solid, but he's not as just fine-tuned as Bisu in his PvP. And there we go. Oh no, Bisu making a mistake. Bisu actually making a huge mistake. Just as I say that, Bisu loses his shuttle, but Jangbi at the same time has lost most of his Dragoon force, but these 2 Reavers by themselves could do a tremendous amount of damage, and they are. Oh my goodness, they're doing a tremendous amount of damage with the micro that Jangbi has. And Bisu, I think, has lost his battle, even though he's won the ground battle with the Dragoons. I think I would call that a loss there, because Bisu lost the shuttle. I mean, I think had he managed to keep the shuttle alive, he could have won the entire game maybe. But I don't think it's a good idea for Bisu to advance. He certainly had more units on the ground, if you don't count the Reavers, but Bisu just advanced a tiny bit forward, too much. Although Jangbi right now has very weakened Reavers, and his shuttle is also highly damaged. So they'll probably go down in the next battle. Still though, very close game. Really cannot say either player is ahead. And now Bisu loading up with another shuttle here. Gonna load up a Dragoon and a Reaver, and neither player has decided to switch tech yet. I think they're too close at this point. They're basically, not only are they close, I mean overall in game, but their builds are too similar. Usually we see a switch in tech when, you know, even when two players you'd say are evenly balanced in terms of strength, but they have slightly different unit compositions, then we see really switching in tech. Bisu gonna go for a kamikaze drop though, but he doesn't launch. Oh man, what was that all about, Bisu? I have no idea. Bisu just didn't build Scarabs or something, because that was not even a dud. That was just like a complete, you know, complete failure there from Bisu. I have no idea what was going on, but Bisu, obviously, that I would call that an error if you're talking about baseball. And now Jangbi advancing forward with 2 shuttles versus Bisu's 1. He's got 3 Reavers. Bisu's got probably 2 Reavers total, only 1 in a shuttle, but Bisu gets off a nice double shot there on the Reavers. Bisu has taken down 2 Reavers already, and he's still continuing to micro with his Reavers. Shuttle goes down for Bisu. 1 shuttle still alive for Jangbi. Neither player really taking the lead in this battle. I think Bisu is going to hold off Jangbi's forces though. And once again, Bisu losing his shuttle but managing to win the battle on the ground. I do think that Bisu's micro has been better overall, with the exception of his Reaver play. And look at this, mirroring each other, both players picking up their mineral onlys at exactly the same time. I mean, this is, you know, what happened with Bisu versus Stork 2 on, for example, Destination in their last Star League meeting, when Stork beat Bisu 2-1. That was an incredible series. Do check out that last game, where they mirrored each other almost entirely the entire game, but because they were mirrored, they couldn't expand, nor could they go for any further tech. They were just constantly fighting each other in a battle of attrition that ended up being with, you know, sticks and stones, basically. They were completely mined out of their 2 or 3 bases. There were 2 bases, and they were distance mining off the 3rd, and they had like 2 Dragoons each. And that's the way the game ended. One guy had like 1 more Dragoon. That was Stork. But anyway, it looks like Jangbi still continue to be aggressive. But the problem is that, like I said, in Protoss versus Protoss, you can be aggressive for a while and think you're kind of ahead, and then you lose your army, and then that's it. I mean, you could lose your game instantly. Jangbi anticipating a drop, though, and Bisu getting past it just in time. Jangbi's first-person review shows that he's going to be ready, though, it seems. But Bisu, no! Bisu has speed this time. Let's see if he doesn't do an epic failure with his Scarab. Oh, no, it is! It's a much Scarab, and it's another failure. Not as epic as the other one where he didn't fire, but certainly a total failure for Bisu. The Botox, I can't even speak, the Botox